Thank you. Please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, my name is Albert, and we'll be training together on Tableau. And for this class, it's a 1 hour class, and I wouldn't want to waste much of our time. We'll just dive into it. So I sent the data that we'll be using for the purpose of this class into the group, and also the software. Are we able to install it on our laptops?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to believe no one is having issues with um, installing the laptop. And were we able to create an account on Tableau?
I've not installed mine, sorry.
If not installed yours, can you quickly go on the group, and I sent it on the group. Can you quickly check and install yours? Because it's just
I'm checking now.
please do. I sent it on Monday, I think. I sent it on Monday. So, and please, I would love us to do one thing. The class is a 1 hour class, so if we have questions, so that we can achieve a lot of things. If we have questions, can we like hold our questions till the end of the class? Maybe like 5 minutes to the close of the class, we can take all questions and, tackle them so that we can cover lots of ground, because it's just a 1 hour class. Okay, my name is Albert, like I said. Bjorn, please, if anybody raises up his or her hand, I might not see them. Please kindly call my attention to it, if that's fine. Thank you very much. Okay. Apart from the person that spoke earlier, who else is having issues with installing Tableau or creating an account? Who else is having issues with creating the accounts or installing Tableau on their system?
Hi, good evening, Albert. Hi, this
Good
is
evening.
Timmy here.
Okay.
I've managed to install Tableau, but I'm having issues creating the account.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. No problem. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that.
all right, thank you.
Okay. Who else is having any issue? Who else is having issues with creating the account or installing the Tableau on their laptop?
Hi, good evening, Albert. It's Connor here. I was having issues with creating the account. To be honest, and
Okay.
installing. I think I need to just update my Windows. So I'm in the process of doing that. But and also creating an account as well.
Okay. We probably might not be able to wait for you with your Windows, because it might take a bit for the Windows to finish installing. However, if you miss anything, you can probably go back to the video, because it's just a 1 hour class. Okay. I believe we can all see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do we hope we have our Tableau open like this so we can
So,
tackle what? Okay.
sorry, yeah, I've just joined. Sorry, are you able to send the link through the chat so I can download it again, please?
It's not a link I sent. I sent the Tableau itself. I would quickly highlight it on the group, if that's fine.
Yeah,
I
please.
sent it on the 22nd of October. That should be yesterday. Yes. Let's see if I can highlight it for you. Okay, I just highlighted it on the group. That's for Windows, and yeah, that's for Windows users. And right under it, you should see the DMG file for Mac users if you are a Mac user. So I would wait for
Yeah,
2
it's
minutes.
downloading now.
Oh, okay, I'll wait for 4 minutes for us to have a Tableau already, so we can kickstart. So I'll wait for us for, I'll start by 22:10, by 9:10. Sorry, my time is different from the UK.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, 3 more minutes. Let's go. You can leave the account creation. Just make sure you install the Tableau and open your Tableau, then we can move into it. And please try to just follow as much as possible to follow my course. So that's why I put it on a certain color so it can stand out on the screen. Okay, 2 more minutes and a few seconds to go. Usually when you install it, and you are able to create a shortcut, or it should automatically create a shortcut on your desktop. Just open it and you should have an interface like this because it's the public edition. 2 more minutes to go. And 1 minute to go.
I downloaded and it's telling me what is showing me here. It says hold on, let me open
It
that.
says what?
It says Tableau public. I don't know if I'm on the right place.
Yeah, it's Tableau public. Do you have an interface like this if you are able to open it?
Let me see. No, I don't have this one showing here on your screen.
Just don't bother about the visualization you have here. Just the other interface, the connect by the side, and the open Tableau by another side. Do you have such interface?
You just show me create, learn, sign in. That's what I'm
Are
seeing.
you using a link?
I used the link that you put on the chat.
I posted the software itself. Please check. And I just highlighted it on the group like now. I used the dot to highlight it. If you click on that, you would see the Tableau desktop for Windows users, and you would see for Mac users as well. So don't bother going through the link. Just download the software on the group and install instead of having to go back online.
It
It
says,
might take you a bit of a time.
it says the file has the extension. It may harm your computer. Are you sure you want to run?
What laptop are you using, please?
It's Lenovo.
Lenovo. You shouldn't have a problem. Okay. Because I don't want to go back. That's why
Let me click run anyway. Let me see if it's gonna.
yeah, usually if you click on the learn, you would see download. So once you see download, it will bring out the list of machines. So select Windows and download, and that's it. But usually to save us all of this back and forth is why I uploaded the software itself on the group for us to have on our laptops to be ready for today. Okay, so I will start. It's 9:11. Okay, I'll start by defining Tableau and talk us through a few key features of Tableau. Then we can dive into it. So Tableau is a powerful data visualization and a business intelligence tool. So please, if you're not, if you're not saying anything, please let's try to mute our mics. Thank you. So, like I said, Tableau is a powerful data visualization and business intelligence tool used to help people see, to understand, and interpret complex data. And it enables users to create an interactive and a shareable dashboard that displays, let's say, trends, that displays variations, that displays insights through various types of charts like graphs, maps, and other visuals. And Tableau allows users to quickly turn data into visualizations that can aid decision making and data-driven insights. Please, if I'm too fast, kindly call my attention. Thank you. And we have some key features of Tableau, like data connectivity, like the interactive dashboards, like a drag and drop interface, like data blending, real-time analysis, and collaboration and sharing. And what is Tableau used for? Basically, data visualization, because Tableau is widely used to transform raw data into visually appealing charts, graphs, and dashboards. And it,
Considerably mute this.
sorry,
Sorry.
can you please help us mute your mic? Thank you.
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
Okay, thank you very much. So, like I said, what is Tableau used for? Data visualization, business intelligence. For example, companies use Tableau to create dashboards and reports that provide insights into performance metrics. For example, if you want to know the sales trend of the organization, if you want to know how the customer are behaving to the goods and services of the organization, if you want to know market analysis, if you want to know financial performance, if you want to know the historical trend of a particular company's profit, let's say they have data for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they want to see the trend of their organization profit, if it has been consistently going up, or if it has been consistently coming down, or if it's in between up and down. So Tableau helps us to visualize data like this, and also data exploration. It allows users to explore their data by interacting with different filters, drilling down into specific data points, and asking questions. And we have the reporting and analysis, yeah, predictive analysis, and big data analysis also. And of course, who uses Tableau? The business analyst, they use it, the data analyst, executives, and marketers, financial analysts. And to conclude all my blah, 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 all my front and back, Tableau is an essential tool for data visualization and business intelligence that helps individuals, or maybe a business owner and organizations, turn raw data into valuable insights through an easy to understand and interactive visualizations. So basically, that's an overview of what Tableau is and what Tableau does. So to dive into it, the first thing we want to do is to, let's say we have our Tableau open. I believe we all have our Tableau open like this. So let's click on File. Let's click on File. We want to create an account, because you cannot do anything on Tableau without creating an account. So you cannot do anything on Tableau without creating an account. So let's click on Manage Profile. That way we can create an account. So I don't know, let's do that. It will redirect us to the web, so we can create an account. Like I myself, I have an account already, so I have logged in. It will log me in automatically. So can we do that from our end? Can we do that from our end? Let's create our account right away. And once you create your account, it will send you an email to activate that account. So we all have to activate the account on the spot. So if you have done yours, please, you can leave a chat in the group that you've done so we can move on. So let's do that in 3 minutes. Let's do that in 3 minutes. So once you just go ahead and click File, Manage Profile. Once you click on Manage Profile, it will give you the options to create an account. Then you just put mind you, try as much as possible to know your password because it's very, very important. You will have to log in at all times into your Tableau account before you can do anything, or whenever you save your visualizations on cloud. So are we able to create an account? Has anyone been able to create his or her own account?
Yeah, I've created it. So just log in, right?
Okay, please log in into it once you create your account.
So once you've created, to log in, do you go to manage my account again?
Yes, once you create your once you create your account,
Yeah.
it will bring you to
It brought me to like another
to start
page.
itself, really.
Say that again.
What?
It's brought me to a Tableau desktop
Yes,
public.
yes. Just
Yeah.
stay on that page.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what won't work.
Okay.
So
Thank
who
you.
else has done theirs? Okay, thank you. I can see in the
Hi. Hi, Albert.
hi.
Right. So I'm using a Mac. I don't know if it's different for me, but I didn't see the file at the top left. I don't know if I had probably created an account already, but I can see myself on a page that says Tableau Public Book One. I
Okay.
don't know if I'm on the right place.
Yeah, you're on the right page. You're on the right
Okay.
page.
I didn't create an account now. Maybe it happened automatically. I don't know.
Well, if you never created an account, it wouldn't give you such. Maybe,
Okay, maybe I have then.
yeah, maybe. So we're still waiting for the rest so that we can be on the same page, please. Okay, I believe we should all be done by now. Okay, so moving on, we want to import our
There's a
data.
hand raised. So, Club Major, hand is raised.
Okay,
Hi, sorry to bring you back. So I can see file. What are the steps after file? Because I was only just able to download or
okay,
install
just click
Tableau.
on Manage Folder.
Okay.
Then it will bring you to a page to create an account. So
Okay.
once you create your account, it will bring you, you can come back to your Tableau. It automatically log you in.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so moving on. You want to import our data into Tableau to start working with what we have. Now, if we look at the page right in front of us, we'll see connect, and we'll see these are the different types of data we can bring into our Tableau to work with. It could be an Excel file, text file, JSON file, Microsoft Access, PDF. spatial file, and statistical file. And on the other part, we can connect to a server, just the way we connect into just with the way we connect our Power BI to the server to bring our database to start working with. We can connect to a server, and there are different types of servers that we can connect to. But because this is a Tableau public, it's not giving us all the data and the servers we can connect. It's not giving us the names. But if it is a Tableau desktop, the desktop file itself, it should show us all of this. But for the sake of this class, we want to work with a Microsoft Excel file. So now we want to import our data. We want to import our data into Tableau. So the first thing we do is we click on Excel, then it takes us to the source of the data. And I believe we all have downloaded the data I sent to the group. So we want to import our sample superstore. Here is my own data. So you, on the other hand, come to your Microsoft Excel, click on it, then locate where you downloaded the document on your laptop. Like I have mine here. I'm opening it. So are we on the same page?
Yeah, can I open it straight from the link, or that because it's open on the Excel?
No, the data is in the is in
Yeah.
the
No, I've got it. I have to
Have you
obviously import
downloaded
it.
it?
Yeah, I've downloaded it. Yeah, so I need to import it.
Yes, just
This
go
one.
and import it from your folder into Tableau.
Okay.
So are we all on the same page?
Constance hand is up as well.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Okay, I think I'm still struggling with. I've been able to sign in log in, create the account rather. You said
Yeah.
you're signed in now, and came is great. So that's where So I'm not
Okay.
seeing the same thing as what is on your screen.
Okay, just come back to your your Tableau software. Are you there?
After I signed in, they didn't take me back there again.
No, just come back to the Tableau software on your laptop itself. Are you there?
Sorry, I don't really know where exactly you're asking me to come to.
And what I'm talking about is you opened the Tableau before you clicked on your file, then you went to manage. You went
Yeah.
to, yes, then come back to the Tableau itself.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm there.
Now click on, you would see Microsoft Excel. Click on it, then import the data that you probably might have downloaded that was sent to the group. Sample Superstore. Do you have it?
No, I'm not seeing that. Maybe I should share my screen if it's okay to share my screen with you. It's okay.
Okay, please go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, thank you.
Please be fast about it.
All right. Can you see my screen now? Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, where's your Tableau?
See where I was before after I signed in. This is where
Okay.
it took me
Now
to.
this you are still on the web. You are still on the web. Go back to the Tableau itself, the software you downloaded. You double click on it. Go back to the, no, you're on the web. Move, you are working up the web now. Go back to your Tableau software itself, the Tableau you downloaded.
Oh, I don't know where that is. I don't know where that one is.
Check your desktop. Go to desktop and check. You should have
Right there by
the shortcut on your desktop.
You are using a Windows laptop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just you can as well just search for it using your window button.
This one.
Yes. And please expand it. I think you should use the maximize button. You are still not there. Okay. Okay. But your tablet is still on the half part of the screen. Anyway, click on Microsoft Desktop. I mean Microsoft Excel. Sorry. Have you downloaded the Excel sheet?
Yes.
Then navigate to where you downloaded it and open it. Or where you saved it to.
I didn't save it. I just downloaded it. Let me go
Okay.
back. Sorry, I'm taking your time.
That's the sample superstore there. Yeah, opening it. You should download it, or maybe it has downloaded. I don't know.
Let me see if there's any.
Don't bother opening it. Close it. Just go and download it. You should click on maybe you can do save as or something.
Where should I download from now?
Just right click on it and do save as. Not the write-up, the sample superstore itself, the data itself. If you double click, you open it.
Oh, she's opening again.
Okay. Nevertheless, come to file, click on file, enable editing first. Enable editing,
Yeah.
yes. Now click on file, do save as. But you have it on your desktop. This is where it's on your there is a folder in your download folder. There is a Telegram desktop. The data is inside your Telegram desktop. Now just go back to your folder, click on your folder. So that you don't save it twice. Click on your folder.
Okay.
Your folder button is just right down there. No. Don't bother saving it. Just click on your folder, the one beside your edge.
Where?
Your folder is just beside your edge, like your computer.
Is it okay?
No, it's not okay.
So what do you want me to do, please?
Move to the left. You see the folder. You see the folder icon.
The folder icon. You are still on Excel.
Move to the left. Yes, one more. Yeah, that's it.
Your folder. Come to your This is your Telegram desktop here under videos, Microsoft Office. Your Telegram desktop. Double click on it and open it. It's just right beside your look at your home, your gallery, your constants, personal. Then it's just a folder right down there.
Is it this download?
No. Yeah,
Where?
this is Telegram desktop. This folder. Keep coming down. Yes, that's your desktop. Double click on it.
This one.
Yes. Double click on it. That you can see your samples superstore there.
Okay.
So just go back to your Tableau now and re-navigate back to this your Tableau desktop. Then you import it. You can stop sharing. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Sorry, it's wasted time. Sorry, guys.
Okay. You can stop sharing now.
Yeah, I want to go back to.
No, just do stop sharing. That should solve it. Just click on stop sharing.
No, I can't see where the page is, so I need to go back to where we are before I can stop sharing.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so back to where we were. Now, this is the Tableau interface and where we'll be working from. This is basically our data source. If you see where you can, I'm sure you can all see my cursor. Yeah, it's colored out. So this is our data source. Our data source is where we connect to our data. Is the source where we connect our data to. And the essence of a data source is for you to have a source where you are working from. So having said that, we want to import our data into Tableau to start working with. Now, the first thing I want to do is to drag out this order sheet. To drag out this order sheet. Now, before we even get to dragging out this order sheet, we want to see what is in this data itself. I hope you can all see my Excel sheet.
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it
Okay.
anyways.
Okay, thank you. Now, this data, it's a data that consists of order ID, order date, shipment date, ship mode, the customer ID, customer name, the segment of the customer, the country, the city, the state, and the postal code, the region of the customer, the product ID. It's simply about customers and products. It's all about customers, product, sales, the quantity of the sales, the was discount given, the profit, and every other thing. Now, if we look at this sheet, we can see that it's in three. There are three sheets. The first sheet, we have all the information concerning the orders, the order amounts, the other information concerning this particular sheet. Now, when we come to the next sheet, it's a sheet named returns. Now, simply means, for example, if a client returned a particular product, this is the order ID. Was it returned? Yes. Was it not returned? Yes, it was done. It was not returned. So, and then the next sheet, we have just we have persons and their region. So basically, the one that contains more of the information for us is the orders itself, because it has all the necessary information we need on each order, on the profit, and every other thing, the that the order contains. So basically, that's what the Excel sheets, that is what it contains. Now, if we come back to our Tableau, when we drag out the order sheet, it gives us the information in the sheet itself, and some of these informations are what we need. And here it's showing rows in hundreds. At times we can decide to change it to 1,000 to if we want to see more information in the data. Now, when we look at this this sheet, we can see that on the right top, we have the types of data that is in that sheet. I'm sure that by the time we get to SQL, we'll see the different types of what's it called? The different types of data that we have. When we get to that place, I'm sure whoever is going to take us would do that. Now, if you look at, for example, if you look at the customer ID, it says ABC. If you look at the country, it shows a geographical icon. If you look at the date, it shows something like a calendar. So it's simply giving us the types of data that are inside these particular columns. So this Tableau is an intelligence software that it recognizes the type of data that are inside a particular column. So it automatically gives it the types of data that is in it. But at times we want to change the data type, maybe to strings or to another type of a data type. So moving on, this way we have imported the data into our Tableau for us to start working with. Are we on the same page, please?
Yeah.
Good,
Thank you
let's
very
add
much.
this up.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah, sorry, I have a quick question, please.
what's the question?
Yeah, before you got the table out, was it order you clicked on? Not
I hold and drag.
or you held the order and dragged
Yes,
it.
you hold and drag it out.
Okay.
So once you hold it from here, you drag it to this place and you release the cursor, and it automatically gives you the information in the order sheet.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So if we are all on the same page, let's click on sheet 1. Let's click on sheet 1. The sheet 1 is just right beside the data source. Are we on the same page now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, moving on. This is our workstation where we'll be doing most of the visualizations. And this is the interface where we'll be working with. And now when we look at the left side of our screen, we would see that the columns that we have in the sheet is on the other side, which forms our table, because the whole of the data, they are in a table. Now we have categories: city, country, customer ID, customer name, and every other thing. Now, if we look closely, if we can look at our own Tableau, we would see that the first set of tables, the informations that are above, the color is quite different from the information that are below. If we look at the ones that are below, they are green, and the ones that are above, they are blue, kind of. Now, it simply means the information that the tables, the tables that are, or the columns that are blue, they are dimensions, and the columns that are green, they are measures. I'll take that again. Now, in Tableau, we work basically with measures and dimensions. Now, dimensions, the ones that are up, that are above, they are simply qualitative data. They are data that contains only information. For example, as you can see, city, category, country, they are just mainly information about a certain thing. Like, for example, if you want to know, the profit of a certain state in this country, the measures are more of they are more of calculated values, while the dimensions, they are more of informational details of that particular product. I don't know if that's clear. I'm trying to define it in a way that a layman can even understand. So basically, the dimensions are just informational details about the measures. The measures are calculated field. But like, for example, like sales, like profit, like if you want to know the mean, if you want to know the median, if you want to know the moving average, and a few other things. So that is why we have that's why we have profit, quantity, sales, discounts, longitude, latitude, orders, and measure values. That's why there's a separation between the two of them. So Tableau is an intelligent software that separates, it does most of this separation for us because it recognizes the type of data that are in those columns. So moving on now, when we want to work on Tableau, the first thing we want to do is we want to create hierarchy. And the essence of creating hierarchy in our sheet before we start to visualize is for us to kind of arrange our place of work. It's more like we want to arrange our place of work. Now, the essence of this hierarchy is to reduce the amount of stress we might want to do in the visualization. So for example, I know that I can see that there is category here and there is subcategory here. Basically, category and subcategory, they are the same thing. Because if we look at our Excel sheet, we would see that both category and both the category and the subcategory, they are side by side. Both the categories and the subcategories here, the category and the subcategory, they are just beside each other. So I know that I know that's fine. I should create a kind of hierarchy that these two will stay together. For example, let's say country now. I know that country, city, state, postal code, region, they are all location. They are all talking about the location of a particular product or the location of a particular item. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create an hierarchy. We want to create an hierarchy for yes, we want to create an hierarchy for the product we want to work with. Now, there are two ways we can create hierarchy on Tableau. The number one way is you can either, for example, right-click on, let's say, want to create hierarchy using category and subcategory. You can right-click on category and come to your hierarchy and create your hierarchy. Or you can as well, there is a button right in front of the category button. Once you click on the button, it gives you the same information, just like we have the hierarchy here. Hope I'm not too fast. Okay, moving on, we want to create item hierarchy so that our category and subcategory, they can be under one umbrella. So the first thing we want to do is, okay, let me say I want to right-click on category and look for hierarchy, create hierarchy, and I click on create hierarchy. Now this hierarchy, it sees category as the name of the hierarchy. I can decide to change it to items or item as I want. You can decide to give yours another name, but for the scope of this class, I'm giving the name of this category or the name of this hierarchy item. And once I'm done, I click OK. So automatically, category falls immediately under the item because the Now, if you look right in front of the item, there is something like an hierarchy stand right in front of it. Simply says this is an hierarchy of item. So can we go ahead and create our own hierarchy? If you are done creating your hierarchy, please let me know. Okay. Okay, Goodness is done. Who else is done? Okay, Jack is done. Temi is done. Okay, moving on. Now we want to move our subcategory to come under category because they are all in the two of them are supposed to be together. So what I will just do is I can press hold on my subcategory. I can press hold it and move it, just like I can carry it. And once I get under category, we can see a straight line indicating if I want to put it above category or I want to put it below category. So what I want to do is put it below category. Once I put it there, I leave it. And it automatically bring itself under category. So can we do ours as well? Can we do ours as well? So I believe we have moved our subcategory to the category hierarchy. And again, there is another way we can actually bring the subcategory under the category. And if you want to undo, you can use Ctrl Z to undo, or use this back button to undo whatever you might have done. So if you make mistake, you can simply press Ctrl Z or use this back button. So if I want to bring the subcategory back to the category place, I can as well just I can right click on it and come to hierarchy. You see, it automatically gives me add to hierarchy because there is an hierarchy in the data already. So if, for example, I want to add it to the item hierarchy, all I need to do is select the item and it automatically adds it under subcategory, just like we have here. So we can either hold and move it, or we can as well click on the drop down or right click on it to take us back to the hierarchy, add to hierarchy, and you add it to the hierarchy. Now, having done that, we want to create another hierarchy for location. Now, the essence of this is to give our workspace, is to give it more, it's just more to arrange our workspace so that we don't start looking for a particular thing up and down, you know. So now I want to create another hierarchy, which is location. We want to create another hierarchy, which is location. Now, to create the location hierarchy, we do just like we did the other time. Right click on country and we go to hierarchy, then we come to create hierarchy. Once you click on the create hierarchy, you can change the name to location. Once we change the name to location, we click OK. It automatically brings country under it because we created it from country. Are we on the same page?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So the next thing we want to do is we want to move states, want to move it under country, want to move states under country, want to move region, want to move the postal code as well. Now, for us to move the states, we can hold and bring it down. Then we move our postal code. The postal code should be around somewhere. Okay, here's the postal code. Now, if we look at region, we'll see that region is having ABC right in front of it, which is a string, a string data type. So it means whenever we are working with a particular type of data set, we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very careful to look closely before we even start to dissect the data. So it is very, very important for us to have an understanding of the data itself before we even begin to dissect it. So now we see that it is not having this geographical logo right in front of it. So what do? It means we have to like it means we have to change this data type back to the geographical data type. So how do we go about that? The first thing we want to do is we want to right click on this region. Then we will see, if you look at all the options we have on this new pop-up, we can see geographical role. The geographical role is in line with what we want to do. So once we come down, we see that we have airport, area code, CBS, city, and a whole lot of other things. But we want to create this our region from states. It's just like when you break down the states into different regions. So we want to break it down. Now we then click on create. We want to create the region from what? From states. I'll take that again. We want to change the data type of region to a geographical data type so that we can bring it back under our country. And we know that for us to do that, we need to change it from, we need to bring it up from the geographical role, and we will then create the region from the states. So if I select state, we'll see that it automatically changes back to the geographical data type. It automatically changes back to the geographical data type. Now, I can then move it. To where it belongs to. If you are able to get to where I am at this moment, please kindly let me know so that we can move on. Because I need us to be on the same page, not leaving anybody behind. Is it all good for all of us? Is it okay for us at this very point? You can leave a yes in the
Yes, it is.
chat, or you can just unmute and say yes, it's fine.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So moving on, while working on our data sets, there we can decide to, if we feel like there are some items we don't need, that we feel like we have to hide. For example, if I want to hide, let's say, if I want to hide, let's say, customer ID, if I feel like it's not useful for me, all I need to do is right click on it and hide. And then as we are working, we need to bring our city, we need to bring it under location as well. So the city should be right under state. So please, let's move our city down. So the hierarchy is complete like that. So we created two hierarchy, which is for item and for location. And we moved our category and subcategory under the item, hierarchy. Then we further created a location hierarchy, moving our country, region, state, city, and postal code under the location. So having done that, if we decide to hide a particular information, if you right click on it, you can see hide, or if you click on the drop down button right in front of it, you can hide, you can duplicate, you can rename, you can do a whole lot of things. And at the same time, if you feel like what you have hidden, you need to unhide it, you come back to this button right beside the filter button, If you click on it, you will see hide all unused field, and at the same time, you can unhide it there. Okay. So basically, that's that about that. Now, we have just 2 minutes. So if, for example, just to demo a particular visualization for us before we round it up for today. If, for example, the organization says that, okay, we want to know the sales amount or the profit amount for the different categories of items that we have from the, let's say, from the different categories that we have. The first thing we'll do is, for example, it's just like when we work in Excel, our columns and our rows. If I move my item, if I drag my item to the column and I move my my sales to the row, we see that Tableau is an intelligence software. It automatically gives us the categories of the types of products we deal in, and it gives a threshold of the sales amount. Like this is our y-axis, while this is our x-axis, just like we used to do when we draw graphs and all. So on the y-axis with the bar, it gives us the threshold amount, and it further gives us the information on the x-axis of the certain product we're dealing. Now, if we now say that we want to know more with the subcategories, because we moved the item itself to the columns, it means both the category and subcategory are together. Now, if you look at the category, there is a plus sign right in front of it. If you click on it, the subcategory opens, and it further breaks down this visualization into the subcategories of the category. I don't know if that makes sense.
Please, can you repeat
Let's
that?
add this. Let's
Okay.
add this
No.
up.
Okay, before I answer, I will repeat this. Now, like I said, our organization wants to know how much we make, how much sales we've had in sales using the different categories that we have. We deal in furnitures and 2 other categories. Now, because I have a category column, and I've created an hierarchy with the name item, once I move the item itself into my columns, it gives me the different categories we deal in. We deal in furniture, office supplies, and technology. Now, if I come down to my measures to take the sales, because the measure deals with numbers, with profit, with sales, with anything number. If I move my sales to my rows, it gives me the sales threshold. It categorizes the sales threshold of all the items in furniture, of all the items in office supplies, of all the items in technologies. Now, if I now further break down the category, because I know that there is a subcategory in the category, if I break it down, all I need to do is click this plus button right in front of, or right before my category. If I click on it, it then further breaks it down to subcategory. Just like we have here, you know, it means in the furniture we deal in bookcases, chairs, furnitures, furnishings, tables. Now in office supplies, appliances, arts, binders, envelopes, and other things. And in technologies, we have sorry, we have accessories, copiers, and machines. So what Tableau does is it breaks it down, it further breaks it down to the subcategories that those products are in. And then if we now see that the sales has even changed because we've broken it down into subcategories. Now, if we bring it back to categories, it will just summarize all the items in each of those categories. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I have somebody raising up into her hand. Who is the person?
I'm okay now.
Yeah, okay now. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Actually,
I have a question.
what?
I have a question.
What's the question? Please, you're not very audible.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you a bit. Not very well though, but
Yeah, I want to ask where you got these items from. Well, they are not on the table, are they?
it's not clear, to be honest. You're not very clear.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, it's better now.
Okay, I'm asking where you got these items from, the furniture, the office supplies, the technology, where did
Okay,
they come from, which field?
okay. Now, earlier on, I was talking about did you start the class with us?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and you imported your data from the Excel sheet.
Yeah, from the Excel sheet, yes.
Now, all of this information are inside the Excel sheet that we imported.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So they are
Thank
all
you.
inside the Excel sheets that we imported.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, I'll be closing this class in the next 5 minutes. Just to demo one thing, and we call it a day, then we see next week. Now, if I want to further, for example, now, if you look at where my cursor is at the moment, we can see something like color, size, label, details, and tooltip. Now, if I want to make it more appealing to the eyes, I can bring the category, for example, I can drop it on color. If I drop it on color, Tableau automatically gives it color. Now, if I further break it down into subcategories, it gives it color straight up. And we can see a legend on this side saying that furniture is blue, office supplies is orange, and technology is red. I can at the same time change these colors, but Tableau is an intelligence software, so it automatically gives me a color because I've asked it to just give me a color by putting my category on color. I can at the same time bring let's, for example, if I bring my sales, if I bring my sales to label, for example, if I bring it to label, we can see that it has labeled those bar charts with the sum amount of those items, like the technology, office supplies, and furnitures. So those are the intelligence that Tableau does. And the tooltip. Now, if you would see that if I just bring my cursor on technology, for example, there is a pop-up saying category technology sales 836154. That is called tooltip, which is this. I can at the same time click into the tooltip, do one or two things, change the font. I can, for example, click on category. I can make it bigger. I can make it bigger. I can give it a color. Let's say I give it this. Okay, let's say I give it this, and the category itself, let's say I come to say, let's look for something light. Let's say I say yellow, and I say, okay, I can preview it to see what it looks like. For example, as you can see, it's giving me what it looks like. So whenever I oh, sorry. Whenever I hold whenever I hold any of this, the category is colored out and the sales is what it is. The category is giving me the two different colors that I gave it. So that's the work of a tooltip. Now, if I, at the same time, if I bring the categories to size, it will somehow play with the bar chart. It will leave it in such a way that the fattest bar chart is the highest sales. Just like that, just like that, just like that. So those are the intelligence of Tableau. And of course, there are a lot of things that we can do with Tableau, but for the introductory class, this is the introduction to Tableau, and this is where we'll be stopping for today. So now the next thing is we want to save our work. Now, to save your work to the cloud, you have to save it back to the cloud so that you can always just pick it from the cloud. So all we need to do is click on File, and then we come to Save to Tableau Public As. Because we've not actually named it. If you click on Save to Tableau Public As, it automatically asks you to sign in. That is why I said we should make sure to guide our details. So can we do the same as I'm doing mine, so we can log in and save our work? Okay, can we do the same? Can we do the same? That will call it a day. So once you click on sign in, it would automatically save your work. It will bring it as book 1, but you can always rename it to whatever you want to name it. So I'll be naming my BlueSky Citadel, let's say October 2024. And I do what? After that, I save it. So it will save it automatically for me. And that is that about saving it. So I wait for it to save. And once it saves, it uploads it online. It brings it to my account as a viz. That's simply visualization. So let's save our work. So when next we meet, we just go back to the cloud and pick our work and we work on it, and we save it back the same way it goes back to cloud. It keeps updating itself.
Good day's hand is up.
Okay, please go ahead.
Hi, so it's showing me to sign in. So I sign in now, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
but make sure you do save as so that you can rename your file. If not, it will just go to the cloud as book 1.
Okay.
Yeah. So, does anybody has any question before we call it a day? We've exceeded our time for over 12 minutes. Any question? So I will stop sharing if there is no question.
So sorry. So when I clicked on save as, it's
Yes.
showing me something else, like save as.
You would see save as to you see save as to Tableau public, something like you would see save as to
Yeah.
public. You see save to Tableau public as.
Oh, okay, that one. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
save to Tableau public as. That's the one you would select.
Okay.
Okay, is there any other question? Any other person? Any other person before we call it a day? Okay, in the absence of none, thank you very much, and I'll see you again next week, Wednesday.
Thank you, Albert. Thank you very much, everyone.